Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I get these brows. Now Urban Decay have came out with a new brow range and it is amazing. It is honestly so good. So if you're interested in how I create these brows using all of the new Urban Decay brow range, then just keep watching. But before you do go, make sure to give the video a massive thumbs up if you do enjoy. Comment down below if you've got any thoughts, and also subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I'm starting fresh faced, and the reason is because obviously we're trying the brow products. So I always do my brows first before anything. It's just so I can clean up around them and so on, and just, you know, make them look fresh. Once I've got my brows on, I know I can work from it. So I always start off with the Double Down Brow, and this is in the shade Brown Sugar, and it's a soft medium brown shade. So this is a brow putty. So basically what that means is that it's a combination between a powder and a pomade, and it's a really nice nude formula. I don't see any of the brands coming out with stuff like that. And then we've got here this brush. Now normally in packaging I hate kind of these little mini applicators, but times have changed. This is my favorite eyebrow brush ever. The actual density of this brush and how sharp and thin it is, can you see how thin that is and how sharp it is? So I'm basically just going to show you how I use it, and they do have two of the other products in the brow range which I love using also. And honestly, you could use one of the three on its own. You don't have to use all three, but for my particular look that I like to do, I love combining all three together. So I'm going to zoom you up close and I'll show you how to use this first, because this is what I start with, and then we'll go on to the other two. This is my brow. I have had my brows microbladed, and that was a good maybe 2.5 years ago now. I've still got a little bit of colour in there, but it's very faint now. You can see at the start here, you can still see it a bit. But yeah, so I personally don't think I'm going to get my brows microbladed again. Not for a long time, just because this one's lasted me for so long, and I actually quite like how it is faded, so I'm just going to carry on leaving it like this. But obviously we have a fine tip pen that we're going to use later on, and that really gives the illusion that you've had your brows microbladed, and it also gives the illusion that your hair's a lot fuller. So I'm just using the brush side, and I'm gonna brush up the hairs like so. Now I personally dip into both shades. Now what I'm actually doing here is I'm going underneath the brow first, and I don't start at the front. I always start midway and then bring it to the end, and the reason being is because I don't want my product to be really dark underneath at the front. I want it to kind of be natural. Can you see how sharp that application is? And as well, the pigment really matches my brows. The reason I love mixing the two together as well is because I feel like I get the best colour for my brows, and then any excess I have here I'm just gonna do short stroke. So I'm not changing the shape of my brow or anything, I'm literally just underlining it and giving it a bit of structure. It's already starting to look a lot neater. Then I'm just taking it through the top half of my brow. I'm not going to do the front section with the powder. As you can see, it's already making such a difference, and the arch in your brow actually lifts the face. So the bigger the arch, the more lifted your face will look. Obviously that doesn't mean everyone needs to have a big arch. This is just how my brow naturally is on this side. It has quite a big arch. This side is a little bit lower, but I just manipulate this bit and make it higher so that it makes it look like there's more there, because I have less on this side. So now that the powder's on, sometimes I just leave my brows like this, and I just put a bit of gel through them, and then I'm good to go. But I'm going to move on to the browblade, and this is in the shade Taupe Trap. I like to use a more natural colour for this step, because we're manipulating hairs, I want it to look quite natural, and my hairs are naturally not that dark, so this is why I like to create the hair strokes in the lighter shade. So this is the pencil side, and I'm going to use this side to just run through my brows and just add a little bit more attention to the top and the portion of the brow. This is just going to fill in any gaps. So I'm using this to fill in my brows, and then I just apply a little bit more colour to the extension of my brow and just bring it down a little bit lower. So I like to just use this to fill in my brows because it's a lighter colour and I have a pencil. It has a lot more precision, even though the brush does really do a good job on it. I just like to furthermore go in. So now we have the fine ink stain, and on here you can see the ink stain. You can shake it as well, so you can manipulate hair strokes, which is what I'm going to show you on the brow. So I always start from the bottom and I like to go up, so please do excuse me if I'm not in the right angle. So as you can see here, I'm just making hair strokes like so. Then we're going to go on to the brow endowed, and I'm going to go in with the primer side, and I just lightly run this through the brow, and this just creates a little bit extra hold, which is really nice about these products, is that you have a primer, and sometimes brow hairs need that extra bit of hold, and that is, it does show up a little bit white, but I've done it very lightly. So if you're going to use that alone, be very careful. I would say you need the colour to go on top, because it will give a white shade, just a little bit though, not a lot. Then I proceed to go on with the colour one, and again this is in the shade Taupe Trap, so the lightest shade, and this is going to run through the hairs. Now with this you need to be careful, because if you get this on your skin, it's going to take more than your finger wiping it off. It really does grab to the skin. You will need to get a baby wipe to remove that. But for the hairs, it locks in colour for a really long time. So then all I do is I'm just going to take a concealer and I'm going to carve underneath the brow, and then I'll come back and show you the difference. But as you can see the difference already between this brow and that brow, this brow looks a lot fuller than this one, and it's all with these 3 products, so it's just insane what you can do to your brows. So I've just gone ahead and done the rest of my makeup, and these are the brows all done and finished. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I don't know why I'm so zoomed in, let me zoom out. So I hope you enjoyed watching how I get this brow look, and let me know down below if you do enjoy it. Also I will get up prices for each of the products. So the Double Down Brow Waterproof Smudge Proof Brow Putty is £20. Brow Endowed Brow Primer and Colour is £18, and then the Browblade Ink Stain and Waterproof Pencil is £18, and these are all waterproof, smudge proof and sweat resistant, so you can do absolutely anything with these brows on and they will stay on. But they're really affordable, and these brow products last you a long time, especially the powder. You're going to be using that for a really long time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Give it a massive thumbs up if you do. Make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any of my videos, and I shall see you in my next one.